How's it going, everyone? My name is SystemZee, and today we are going to be doing a little bit of cool things. In the last episode, actually I should probably say welcome back to the Minecraft Let's Play. In the last episode we went and got this bad boy right here, the elytra, and today we're going to be putting a little mending on it, which is actually what we're going to do just this second, because I want to be able to use it, but I don't want to, be at risk of it breaking, or it doesn't go away, but just get to the point where I'll lose, all the good stuff quick. So I've got unbreaking and mending here. I've been getting those from the villagers back at the hometown, and I'm just going to put them on the elytra and hope for the best. And there we go. Full, not all the way, it's missing a little bit, but we've got a majority of it there. And I'm actually really surprised that most of my health or my armor stat is gone, but that's fine. I like having the elytra with me, and I'm perfectly fine with not having, protection. And if we ever just go out into war, then we can have it. But now we have a permanent solution for the elytra. Whenever we take any damage, or not take any damage, whenever we fly it, it will take less time to break. And whenever we go mining or get any XP whatsoever, it'll automatically repair itself, just like I have on the sword here and on the pickaxe, and not on anything else. But yeah, so what are we doing today? Good question, my friends. Today, we are going to be building an outpost, like a little observer's stand, kind of, if you know what I mean. Like something where behind these gates, there might be bad guys coming in or something. It's like protective. I literally think they're called outpost stations, but I don't know for sure. But we're just going to make one or two of them because it's a very easy design. And I figured last episode, because of what I did, messing up and not having my microphone on, you guys didn't really get the full building process. And this is a much easier build. So I figured why not show most of it on camera. So that's what we're going to do today, and then I might do another one on this side. But I do have a little bit of preparation to do before we do that. But I want to go ahead and say, before I do prepare, stay tuned for the end of the episode, because what I'm going to start doing is choosing one of the commenters and kind of shouting them out each episode. What I'm going to do is ask a specific question at the end of the episode. And I'm not going to say the time or anything other than at the end of the episode. And, as people answer, I'll choose one lucky winner and do a sub of the day type thing. And thanks to Zlo for that, because that was a suggestion. Kind of not necessarily a suggestion, but just an idea from him. And that I'm totally stealing. But yeah, so keep that in mind, guys, as you watch. Now, it's not really going to be anything special. I'll just, say, hey, the commenter of the day, blah, 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 was so-and-so. Check them out, all that kind of stuff. Just a good way to get you guys going and engaged. But I'm going to go ahead and prepare for this outpost build, and I will see you guys in just a moment. Alright, I've gotten everything I need here. And I just want to say, this area is looking really cool. We've done a lot so far, I know that not really too much. I mean, we just got a wall. We've got a custom little thing here. We've got our railroad. We've got one build. And, of course, the river, followed by the nice lake. I also added this bridge in a live stream recently. You didn't miss much. It was literally like a 2-hour live stream of me doing this pathway and this bridge. I spent probably an hour on the bridge alone because I didn't really know how to do it, but I think it turned out phenomenal. It's just so organic, and I love the way it flows. It's awesome. But I want to talk to you guys about some of my ideas before we kind of continue. So we're going to have an outpost build here and another one on this side. And those are just going to be for, making this outside area a little bit better. Because right now it's very, bland. The next thing I'm going to do is add a wall over here. And this won't be in order in terms of episodes. I don't know when I'm going to do that wall. Just another one of these walls here. And then we're going to have another build kind of closer to that area. Going to be a little bit different, and then a wall on that side. So it's kind of like a proper entrance to the main city, which will be back here. And it's really meant to be a town, not necessarily a city, nothing big. But we are going to have a cool little fishing building here. And I'm going to extend this lake a little bit into the rock there, and it's going to kind of have an overhang. I've got a lot of cool ideas, so I'm really excited to show you guys what we've got. But I think it's going to be a pretty cool thing. I really cannot wait till I get a good bow so I can fly around better. But for now, I'm perfectly fine with it. It's really awesome to have the elytra again. I missed it from the last world that we had. But anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So what I'm going to do is get the the red sandstone brick, not redstone. You guys can download my resource pack, link in the description, by the way. A lot of people have been asking recently. I just have a few custom textures. I mean, yeah, you're totally able to download them. All right, let's go ahead and start by placing the foundation here. If you remember last episode, I said every build we do is going to have that foundation. Probably not the fishing building, though, because it's going to be more in the water, and that's going to be hard to do. So I'd like it to end about there, and I'm going to go ahead and put one oak wood in there, and then it's just going to be like a standard 3 across, like in between by 3. So it's not going to be the biggest building, but it's going to look pretty cool, and I'm excited to show you guys this design because it's something that I have worked on a little bit, and it's probably out of all the designs, it's one of my favorites. So it's going to be a little bit different. It's going to have a little bit more color to the area too, so that'll be good. Now I'm not going to remove everything in here. Oh man, actually, now that I think about it, it's supposed to be a little bit more out. So let's kind of move it out just a tad bit. Always room for mistakes, so that's fine. Okay, so we'll do that. Place that in there, do that, and try and get it all synced up again, because now it's a little bit off, and you can hear tons of mobs, I'm sure. Yeah, I left this hollow, and I'm really considering making it like a mob farm. I'm not even joking. I think that would be the coolest thing. We could get a lot of just random mob loot off of that, so I might do that. I don't know yet. Let me know what you guys think on that. It'd be a very simple thing, really. I mean, I would just do a normal mob farm in there and just have it so water brings them all to one central point. But at the same time, I would like to do something with this in terms of the story behind this whole place. So I don't know yet, but I think that would be cool nonetheless. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is fill this in with some orange hardened clay. So I'm going to go ahead and fill that in. All right, there we go, and I've turned down the sounds a little bit for the mobs. Next, we're going to build these up by 3 blocks. I'm not going to go over this like a tutorial, just because, well, you guys know, this is a Let's Play, not a tutorial series, but you can definitely watch and follow along. In fact, if you do build this, or have your own, like, addition to it, please show me on Twitter, send me the build, it would be awesome to see. But I'm going to go ahead and kind of start trying to talk about something. You guys know I'm terrible at talking while building. Man, this is way too fast of an axe, or pickaxe. But anyways, let's go ahead and try and talk about some stuff. So I'd like to bring up what I mentioned a moment ago about the comment of the sub of the day, the comment of the day. Now, I'm not going to say the question right now, just because, you know, as I said, it's going to be at the end. But I want to talk about why I'm doing it. So I'm not doing it so that you guys subscribe, or I'm not doing it so that you guys, you know, comment more and engage more. I'm doing it because, well, actually, no, I am doing it so you can engage more. That's exactly what I'm doing it for. Because I would love to hear back from you guys, you know, more than I already do. I hear a lot from a lot of you, but I know there's some of you out there who don't really say much, and it's because I don't ask you to. Now, in terms of choosing the comment of the day, you're not really going to win anything. It's just a good way to show the people who are really active in the community to everyone else. So I already have a few people in mind that I would definitely shout out, but it's not going to be like a reward or anything like that. Kind of, but not really. It's like rewarding good behavior, just do a shout out. But I love it when people talk in the comments and get active and just let me know that they're there. And, you know, there's a lot of people who give proper feedback. Now, thank you guys who comment stuff like, you know, first and good video and all that kind of stuff. I appreciate that. And, you know, people saying, you know, you're awesome, keep it up, you'll be there one day, all that kind of stuff. I appreciate that too. But unfortunately, those are not the kind of comments I'm looking for. I'm looking for the kind of comments that show people or show me that they watch the video. Not entirely, I know some people get too busy, but the kind of comments that shows me that they invested their time into the show. And it's not that, you know, I want to only reward the people who do have time to watch the whole thing. It's just those are the people who genuinely put the most in, and I think those are the kind of people who are good for the community. Is Navi, like, flipping about? You okay, girl? She's digging around in a bag or something. So this is the basic structure. It's getting dark here already. That's crazy. You guys already know the basic structure, but I love framing it out first because we get a good glimpse at like, kind of the height it's going to stand at. And what I like about this is I'm going to say that the main entry point is about this view. And the cool thing is once you get here in front, you've got a nice building that looks a lot taller than that one, when realistically they're the same size. But the atmosphere is going to create that long, like, you know, really, really far away effect. And I really, really like the way that turned out. So let's go ahead and grab my bed. That way we don't have to run back every time it's time to sleep, and it'll just be a quick scenario. I wish they made something that you could do to like freeze time. That would definitely be a more magical thing. A potion of some sort would be pretty cool. But yeah, I'm just gonna pop that like right there or something, and can't sleep yet. But I think, you know, this is gonna be much different from what I normally do with like this. I already have a cool idea because this is an outpost, not like a house. It does need to be opened up a little bit for people with bows. So that is kind of an idea I have. We're going to have this top area open, whereas this is going to be closed in. So I do have cool ideas. But I'm going to go ahead and wait for the sun to go down, and I'm going to sleep, kind of get everything together again, clean up my inventory just a tad, and I'll see you guys in just a moment. Nothing better than a brand new day to start building. I've gone ahead and slept, as you can tell. And I'm just coming to get some dirt. Well, I already got the dirt. I'm just coming back from getting dirt so that we can go ahead and do the roof design. And I'm just going to do the same thing I did over there. We're going to start by adding the stairs on all of the edges. And this is much different from what I normally do. But you know, overall, everyone seems to like the design. And a lot of people on Reddit really liked it as well. So thank you to everyone for your kind words about this design. I'm very happy that everyone likes it. I'm really proud of it, I'm not gonna lie. It's definitely one of my best builds yet. Now obviously I've done bigger builds, but this is definitely one of the more unique ones. And someone said it looks like I copied it from story mode. I don't really know. I never played story mode, so I don't know which one that would be. But let me know if you guys agree with that. I'd hate to have taken an idea, but I definitely came up with this on my own, so maybe similar, I really don't know, but I'd hate to find out that that was the case. That would bum me out so bad because I'm so proud of this. But let's go ahead and cap that off. There we go. Now the hard part's done. I'm going to go ahead and add this in here, and we're eventually going to put a glowstone block there, but for now I'm just going to do that, followed by trapdoors all around the top. So what's going to make this different in terms of the view to, you know, something like that is I'm going to add a flag on top. And that's basically the most exciting thing for me. I don't really care about all the other stuff. I mean, it's going to be cool. I have some cool ideas, but overall that flag is what's going to be really nifty. And I totally forgot the design, so I'm going to do that here in a moment, but we're going to work on everything else. And the flag will probably be last once I figure out exactly what it is I did before. But I really like it, so you guys are going to hopefully enjoy it as well. Be excited to see that. So let's go ahead and start filling it in and plop down a plank or a torch there. Hold that, why not? Because I'll get light that way. That's always fun. So let's go ahead and just fill it in. I always just do that before I start randomly placing stuff just because it's easier. Now I do need to figure out where a good place with a door would be. And one place I kind of like is this side, because like it's kind of tucked away and it's to the point where it'd be pretty much hidden. And like, but at the same time, an enemy, you know, or like something, I mean, obviously we're not really gonna have bad guys or anything, but just to kind of have it like snuck around there would be really cool. But at the same time, the pathway might look better if it connects over here. So I think we're gonna put the door there. Maybe we can have one on both sides. I don't know. Feel free to let me know what you guys think. I'd love to hear back. But either way, let's continue on. And what I'd like to do is combine the hardened clay with the jungle, because they both have like a pinkish tone, and I think it looks really cool. So yeah, that's all I did to choose that. But let's go ahead and try and get a good random pattern. That's one of the harder things for me, is coming up with the random patterns. But anyways, let's continue on with what I was talking about, just the comment question of the day stuff. I will go ahead and say that the people subscribed to me are probably going to be the first ones for a while who really get chosen, just because, you know, they've been supporters for so much longer than a lot of people. And I'd like to start at the roots. So Yeah, just comment, be active in the community. I always like to reward that. And, even on Twitter, anyone who I notice, if I notice you and recognize you and can remember you, then that shows you are like 100% active. All right, so the next thing, I'm going to just start filling this in as I normally do and try and get that going on all sides. This is a relatively easy build. Obviously, we haven't added the stuff like leaves yet, but that will definitely come eventually. Let me go ahead and add that, and one more side, I think that's the last side. And I'm almost running out of the stuff here, so I'll have to go in a minute to grab that. But yeah, it's looking really good. Really close to being done, actually. I need to hurry up and go get a ladder. So actually, you know what? We can make one, because we're going to need a crafting bench in here anyways. I may as well make one now. There we go. And I think the floor is probably just going to be dirt, because it's an outpost building. I feel like that's proper. Like, it's supposed to look messy. Okay, so how do you make a ladder? Is it like that? Yes, it is. Okay, cool. And I'd kind of like to add in just like a support beam. Or maybe not. Maybe we'll just add like the basic ladder. So something like that. Oop. But bring it all the way up, obviously. But let's go ahead and craft the rest of the stuff that I need. So we need more of the spruce stairs and slabs, and we'll make those. Actually, I think we're good on slabs, but I'll make them anyways. There we go. And that should allow us to pretty much finish up a majority of this. Oh no! All right, got to get those torches out. There we go. And put those there. But yeah, so not really much else to say in terms of the suggestion or the comment thing. But it's just, don't think too much of it. I'm not trying to say you're gonna win an Xbox or anything like that. Like it's just a general like, hey, thank you to this person in the video. So yeah. All right. So this is gonna be the fun part for me. I don't have all of the trapdoors to do it, but I can at least show you guys the like basic. So one thing that I really wanted to do unique about this build is I wanted to utilize trapdoors in a way I never have. And I don't think I've really seen too many people ever do this. So I'm very excited to show you guys this. Let me go ahead and make a few of these. I hope that's the right material. I think it is. Should be good anyways. No, wrong. Okay, we're going to use that for sticks. So we got to get a lot of gates. Obviously not as much as I need, but this will be fine for now. In fact, I think we're going to need 12 in particular. Oh, one away. You know what? We can make that. Why not? We could probably even make the trapdoors and everything. We only need 4 more. So what do I need to do? Get more sticks. There we go. And just do that. So just 1 more and we'll be good. And then we need 4 more of those. So 1 and then 2. And then that's perfect. Cool. So we do have enough to do everything that we need to do. So let's go ahead and climb up here, and I will show you guys what it is. I'm very excited for this because it's one of those things that I've never done before that actually looks really cool. So let's plop those down where they need to be, just like that. Cool. And just go ahead and place in some of these. Now it's going to be a little hard to do unless I have a good... And what I like about this is it's going to allow us to walk. Like, we could even walk out of the whole building if we want because it's a gate. So, like, for example, I can come out here, do that, and, like... I'm going to have, like, a platform here, but even if I didn't, like, we have a walking area, like, just a place to stand, so we could shoot, and I like that. But now, let me take a brief step out and show you guys what it looks like. So, my general idea was that, oh, that looks pretty cool. You know, that it's a nice clear space above, it looks fine. But all you can see is that, and you can barely see it, so what can we do to make it look better? And I'll show you exactly what we can do. So you may notice these are oh, come on now. I'm literally like falling over the place laying down. So these are slabs, as you can tell. So that means if we do that, half of it shows. And that to me is going to make this look amazing. I did this like literally last minute. I just saw this design like in my sandbox world. I was just playing around with it and I love the way it looks. Check that out. Oh man, it adds so much color to it and it just ties it all in really well. Oh, that scared me. I saw something, I thought it was a mob. Look at that, though. Even just from afar, it just adds like a nice tone to it. And I think it looks really cool. The only thing I don't like is the inside. The brown and the wood don't really mix well. But I'm going to have to go for a minute and grab some of the stuff I need to make the flag. And hopefully we have some glowstone. But yeah, I will see you guys in just a moment. I'll tell you one thing, SystemZee probably has the messiest inventory on all of the land. I don't actually know what to call this land, actually. What town names do you guys have in mind? Let me know. I think that would be a good thing to know, because at this point we don't really have any suggestions. There was one though, and it was like Calico Gulch or something like that. And I actually really like that. So good suggestion there. So I don't know, we may end up naming it that. Just let me know what you guys think. So I'm going to put that there. That's the starting place. And then we're going to go ahead and loop these around like that. That's just a separator. I mean, I don't know if I like how that looks. It's kind of weird, but overall it's pretty cool, I guess. And then for now, I'm going to use... I thought I grabbed the trap doors. Did I not? I guess if not, that's fine. I can always, well, you know, we could probably just make some. No, we don't need to keep making some. But we're going to do it anyways. Yay. Okay. So we'll do that. I could have sworn I grabbed them, though. So that's a little bit of a bummer. But there we go. And then we're just going to fill this in just to make a little standing platform. Something to, oh, no, I need that. Give me that back. So we'll just do that and open that. There we go. So that way, too, if I just want to go down, I can easily do that. But now we need to go up from behind and try. Maybe I could just scale this mountain and do that. That would be pretty easy. Yeah, there we go. And then I'll just fly over. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so now this flag is the last thing we need to do. So we're going to start by placing 2 cobblestone walls. Can I not get up there? I totally should be able to get up there from like here. Nope. Really? Maybe. Haha, did it. Okay, so 1 there. Now we're done with that one. Now we're going to get this jungle fence. We're going to place 1 iron bar followed by 1 half slab on top. Next, we're going to start the actual part of the flag, and that is going to be as simple as placing 2 red wool going that way and 1 that is, actually let's use the dirt, much cheaper and easier. There we go, and then 1 red wool. And that is the design. That pretty much completes this for us. So let's take a good step back and see how it looks. Oh, I love it. The flag, it's so cute. It's so like thin. Oh man, that's perfect. I do like the way that looks. And overall, you know, before the leaves, it looks pretty good. And the last step is to go ahead and add leaves. Is my POV good? Yeah, it is. Okay. FOV, not POV. And I guess kind of POV. All right, leaves. Let's go ahead and add that, and I'll add the coarse dirt later, just because we're getting really close to the end of the episode here. And I didn't really do much in terms of cinematic shots. I was going to build a second one, but I didn't think this would take that long. So my bad on that. But overall, I think you guys are still going to be satisfied with the episode. I think it's a pretty good episode nonetheless. So I'm just going to place these kind of in a random order. I don't really, you know, have a specific way to do these. And since this is kind of an outpost, you know, it's been here long. It's not really being actively taken care of. Maybe a little bit more leaves than normal will be all right. But we're going to put 1 up there. We'll do 1 there. Maybe 1 there. Just kind of loop them around. I don't really have a strategic way to place them or anything. But these will do. They'll do that. Do 1 there. And then loop it around again. And do that maybe. And then we'll put 1 up there. Right there. And that should do. Hopefully. Yeah, that's fine. And then the coarse dirt will come later. I don't have enough time for that. But I want to go ahead. Oh, no, I am missing one more thing. A window. I'll need to add a gate. So I'll do that, and then we'll go ahead and get to the comment question of the day so I can let you guys go for the day. Okay, so let me hurry up and try and craft this. Oh, man, I hate waiting for the clock. So, guys, sorry I haven't really done much in terms of editing this episode. I really wanted to get that built, and I didn't think it would take that long, and there's not really enough room already as it is to add in something like that. So, what is it that I needed? A gate. So we're going to need some of that, and then we're just going to make probably 2 of them would be better. Well, 1. We'll just do 1 since that's all we need anyways for now. Try and fly over there. Can we make it? No, we cannot. Okay, and just put it right there in the middle, and we'll be good. So that is pretty much where that's going to go. I really like those as windows because it separates everything and kind of opens it up a little bit more and lets in light. But that is going to do it for today's episode, guys. I know it wasn't much, not much, but we did get something built, and I think that's definitely better than what we used to do. We used to just say we're going to get it built, and then I would build it and then show you guys what I did. But instead, we did it together, and I think you guys hopefully enjoyed. And if you did, please let me know. But let's go ahead and read the comment question of the day. Not comment question, I guess technically. Question of the day. What is your favorite feature of the 1.11 update? What is your favorite feature of the 1.11 update? I'm sure I've asked that before, but I want to see how many people will actually respond this time. So what is your favorite feature of the 1.11 update? Let me know down below, and I will choose the my favorite comment and just kind of feature them in the next episode. So guys, my name has been SystemZee. You guys have been awesome. I don't know why I just switched to my axe there. Let's get everything off except for the wings. Gotta have those. I'm so cool. But guys, thank you so much for watching. You know my name has been SystemZee. You guys have been totally awesome. Please let me know what you think of the Outpost build and the flag. And yeah, so that was the comment question. And just let me know what you think. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.